football is officially going to be in the LA 28 Olympics, and it's already causing a little bit of a conversation. The biggest question everybody has been wondering is, well, what is going to be our roster for flag football then? You know, since this is the first time that it's going to be in the Olympics, who is going to be on our roster? Are we sending the best NFL stars out there to contend for gold? Or are we going to stay to the format of using talent that we already have in the flag football system? And Daryl Doucette is starting a conversation that honestly should be talked about. There was a commercial during the Olympics where Jalen Hurts is walking to the Coliseum and he has a football in his hand. He pretty much puts the football in fire and then he throws it to the top of the Coliseum, which lights it up, which is signaling that we're going to send the best of the NFL out there for our flag football team. Well, Daryl Doucette, who has played flag football for a while now, has won world championships, MVP awards. He spoke up about how he felt about that. In his article, he said, I think it's disrespectful that they just automatically assume that they're able to just join the Olympic team because of the person that they are. They didn't help grow this game to get to the Olympics. Give the guys who helped this game get to where it's at their respect. And I actually agree with Daryl on a lot of points. If you look at it from Daryl's perspective, he is speaking from being an actual professional flag football player, right? That's not to say that that is a greater thing than being an NFL player by any means. But what he's saying is, hey, we fought for this sport to actually get to the Olympics. We fought hard for flag football to be there. It's not just on the backs of these NFL players. It's on us players that are out there actually playing flag football. And a lot of things that he said in the quote, I think people dismissed and made it laughable and was like, well, you really think we're going to put you out there over Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and all of that? And rightfully so, he probably understands that, but he's also saying, hey, I've dedicated my life to this thing as well. I just want us to compete for the spot. Don't tell me I just don't have a chance for the spot because you already have who you want. At least make these guys compete just like we would want to. And that is very fair, okay? That is very fair to ask. NFL players are not the only ones with Olympic dreams and hopes. Everyone wants to have a gold medal in a sport if they have the chance to participate in it, and they have for quite some time. It is equally right for NFL players like Joe Burrow, who has expressed that he would love to play in the Olympics. I mean, Caleb Williams said on Hard Knocks he would also love to participate. Patrick Mahomes has said it. I mean, you have Jalen Hurts in the commercial. You've heard from so many receivers say that they would love to be on the flag football team and bring gold. And on the other side of it, you have guys like Daryl Doucette who also feel the same way with his team as well, that, hey, we want to also have a chance to compete for a gold medal when this is a sport that we play too. All I'm saying is don't just dismiss what Daryl Doucette is saying because, yes, we want some of our favorite NFL players to be out there for flag football. Give him the same respect as well because this is somebody who has committed his life to playing in this sport with hopes and dreams as well to compete for a gold medal. And for this to be the first time that's going to be in the Olympics, it seems like the flag football players also just want some respect. So don't just dismiss them. Don't make it laughable. A lot of comments, I've seen a lot of NFL players also commenting on his quote. And instead of just kind of understanding where he's coming from, I think everyone's kind of making it this whole, like, why do you think we would choose you over them conversation? And I don't necessarily think that's the right way to look at it. I will say this, with this quote, if you're Team USA and the Flag Football Committee, this opens your eyes though, because what Daryl Doucette is saying is fair in a lot of ways. He wants competition. Well, if that's the case, what does this look like for us when we're constructing our LA 28 flag football team? Now we need to sit there and say, okay, we need tryouts. We can't just slap a roster together and these guys haven't played with each other. Let's get tryouts. That is when you start communicating with the NFL, talking to these NFL players and saying, hey, are you interested in competing for a spot in the Olympic team? Okay, you get your yeses, you get your nos. Great. You ask guys that have also competed for Team USA in World Games in flag football. Hey, are you interested? Got your names down. That is when you need to have kind of like a Team USA flag football tryout camp. Let's see what this looks like for a weekend, maybe 2 weekends, right? Where you put everyone together, have everyone compete, and you really get to see what your talent pool looks like instead of just making it seem like it's going to be all NFL guys, because you still have to make this fair for the guys who have dedicated their lives to flag football. So I do believe if you're Team USA in the flag football committee, there is a responsibility of fairness to do this, and also make sure you're constructing the best possible team we can have. It's the first time it's going to be in the Olympics. We're not going to get everything right, but we can at least make this as competitive and fair as possible. I do believe that should be going forward, the protocol. Like, there needs to be a tryout. There needs to be commitments. There needs to be a level of intensity and intention of constructing the right team. And I honestly think that's all Daryl Doucette is really asking for.